Hi, welcome Pisces. This is your forecast for 2020. This is going to cover general energies and love energies. If you're a Pisces, you're in the right place. This is definitely a year that we're coming into a new cycle as far as new decades, choosing and making wise choices for yourself. If you're trying to start a new business or a new career, this is the time to do it. Jupiter is the planet of finance and fortune, and it is in Capricorn all year round. So it's very important to really manifest and create positive and abundant futures for you, tapping into those universal energies. And this is for Pisces, male and female. Welcome to your 2020 forecast. So let's see what's going on. Your first card that I'm going to pull out is your overall energy. So ripenness. This is telling you there's a sense of completing cycles, reaping what you sow. Whatever you've been trying to manifest, whatever you planted, some kind of seeds in the past are now starting to shift for you. So whatever struggles you go that happened to you throughout the year, it's pretty much remembering this, that you're where you're supposed to be. Things are going to be balanced out for you. You're starting new, you're getting ready to start new cycles in your life and really pluck those things that you've been trying to manifest. Okay, so just remember that that's the energy that is going to be surrounding you all year round. And so for the first month, which is January, let's see, this brings you to the outsider. And this is influencing your self-expression, your identity, and how you see yourself. This is your first house. So this is telling me you're holding yourself back from something. This is definitely where you're not seeing the whole big picture. You feel blocked in. This is definitely where you're not expressing yourself, because it's about self-expression and identifying yourself. This is definitely where you might be holding back on something mentally and not knowing that you can grow, maybe feeling belittled or too small to take on something. You're thinking a lot smaller than you actually are, but you can go through that gate at any time. The gate is not locked. It just appears to be locked on your aspect of how you're visualizing things. So it's really getting through that, and what's really going to help you to break free and be more balanced and open up your chakras so that you can flow. So this definitely could be something that you're holding yourself back from. Okay, let's see what that is, though. I am curious. What is this in December? Their first house as the outsider. What does this mean for them? So it could be definitely something that you're not seeing and you're not plucking from whatever you manifested, if that makes sense. You're holding yourself back is what I feel. What is this outsider? Why do they feel like this? Okay, so this is about maybe you're not vocalizing to somebody that, you have emotions for them. This is about Two of Cups, okay? Like making plans for your future, coming together, definitely being in a sense where there's a relationship here for you, but you hold back on it. You're not being true to yourself. Maybe you don't feel good enough. This is a mindset, but this is spirit telling you, move forward, be true with your emotions so you can branch out and plan for your future and come together with that soulmate. If there's someone in your environment that you don't really, voice to, okay? And that could be a hindrance for you. So you need to express yourself. Don't go back and forth. Just be on it. Be on point, because you're where you're supposed to be. For February, this is about your tangible assets. This is your personal income. So control. This is definitely where you're in your head. Maybe you're trying to manifest something new, but don't stay too much in your head where you don't move and take action. This is taking control of you and only you. If you're not happy where you work, let it go. Money isn't everything. You can start something new. I'm not saying quit your job. It's like, if you're not happy, start something new. This is the year to do it, to take a new initiatives in work and finance. Send out that resume. If you're not happy, don't be blocked by money. I feel like for some of you, it's a fear of money and losing out. But this is something that you're holding yourself in, and you can definitely break free and let go of these rigid kind of feelings that you have, okay? Being more natural and more free, I feel. And so in March, this is about communication and intellect that you're having, communication and mental expressions. So there's sharing and ordinariness. Okay, so this is definitely where you're taking a slow side of things. You're becoming more in tune with natural things. Perhaps taking it slower, learning, sharing with others. Maybe someone is sharing and opening up to you on how to be like this. Maybe learning lessons about spirituality and maybe taking a yoga class or something like this that brings you into a state of peace. And definitely this is intellect and communication. So this is where you're learning to perhaps listen to yourself so that you can be more open, because I feel like you guys are in your head a lot. Definitely you got more swords than any other readings. So it's, and we're only in the 3rd month, so you got 2 swords already that are holding you back. I feel like this is really taking control for you and learning who you are and taking a simpler side of things. I feel if you're money driven, money is not everything. If you're letting money control, because this is your finances in February, this is about finances and tangible assets and not feeling good enough. So it's something that you keep yourself in. Okay, so in the, and some of you said clarify that, so I'll clarify that for you guys. The 4th month, which is sorry, which is April, and this is your 4th house. This is talking about environmental experiences and perhaps your home, how your home life is being ruled. So there's a completion, there's a cycle that's ending, and it's slowing down for you. Maybe you've had a lot of havoc in your home life and your environmental experiences with family and partners. So maybe you've completed something that is allowing things to slow down for you. The completion could mean an end of a relationship, or perhaps an end of a difficult situation, which is allowing for some kind of new growth, as far as taking time to release it, let it go, rebalance, recoup, something like this. Okay, we will get to that romance to see how it ties in a minute. But and then in April, which is your 5th house, this is about your personal pursuits of happiness and romance and pleasure. So there's definitely something that's beyond illusion and creativity. There's an abundance here. Maybe this is a spiritual union that you're having with someone. Perhaps you're trying to manifest this relationship, because it's about creativity and seeing outside of things that you don't normally see. So this is you manifesting an abundant relationship. Maybe you trying to start a new marriage, a new family life, something like this. So it's definitely positive. I feel with creativity, there's an abundance amount there for you. So you're creating new relationships for yourself is what I feel. Maybe this is a love of your life coming in, because you did get that somewhat kind of friendness. It's like maybe you have a void and you don't have that partner, and you're trying to manifest this partner to come into your life, okay, which is a soulmate partner. And this is maybe what you're trying to somehow create for yourself in your pleasure, in your state of being. And so then in June, which is your 6th house, this is about working conditions and job efficiencies. So there's a new start here. I definitely do get a pull from February that, you know, you're not happy where you're at. And it might mean that you need to downshift a little bit and be doing something that's more metaphysical, more spiritual, just giving yourself a new beginning to create something new for yourself that is going to help you and others, because I feel that you're trying to share maybe your knowledge or some kind of experience with people. And this is definitely telling you you have the capability and efficiency to do it and create something new for yourself, as long as you get out of that headspace and don't believe in yourself. Like, believe in yourself. Don't think that you're too small for anything, because you're definitely not. It's a mindset that you're holding on to. And this is definitely telling you it's time to reap what you sow, and be happy about it, okay? You should always be happy about what you do as far as work. That makes your whole life happier. And if you're just stuck with money, thinking it's about money, then you're heading down the wrong road, because it's not all about finances. Of course, you have to pay the bills and all that stuff, but you should also be able to choose something you love. And I feel like this is where you might be wanting to do something that is more spiritual and helps others, that gives you that sense of calming and soothing and just taking it slower. Learning, maybe you're learning a new field that isn't so full of stress, okay? So in July, this is about partnerships and marriages and agreements. So it's telling you to trust. This is where you open up and you just let yourself go with emotion and be able to trust others and yourself to get you to a harmony, get you to a place where you believe in love again. Maybe you're leaving difficult situations where you didn't believe in love, and now you're starting to believe in it, and you have trust within yourself, which is allowing you to receive love and give love, which is beautiful. And then in the 8th month, which is August, this is about your legacies and your rebirth, and you're having a new abundance. You're having a fresh start, which is beautiful because you started the year not really knowing, but it's almost like you got halfway through the year and you're having a new beginning. And it's by trusting yourself, definitely, that you're having this new beginning. And whatever you're trying to grow, it's going to grow. It's going to take off, even though you think it's not. I definitely do feel that you have a powerful new beginning in finance and new career-wise, okay? Really follow your intuition. So then the 9th month, this is about spiritual guidance. And so there's a thunderbolt. Oh, you got 2. Okay. I didn't realize you had 2. So this is where you're taking time off for yourself. This is definitely where you haven't been spiritual enough. Maybe this is spirit saying, hey, it's time to change things. You're getting a charge to let go of things that don't work with you and really take time to perhaps forgive yourself for mistakes, for failed things, for really not letting others rule your life. For really taking action for yourself, and really creating more of a stable foundation for yourself. So this is an awakening moment for you where you're seeing more of a spiritual side of things. And I definitely get that pull from the beginning of the year for you anyway, that you're taking a change in your life. And this definitely could be more of a spiritual kind of side of you that you've never seen, but it's going to bring great stability into your life, okay? And then in October, this is consciousness. So this is really where your goals and ambitions and any achievements, you're having clarity in it. You're having a new beginning. Whatever the case for you, it's like there's definitely spiritual guidance. It's okay. My dog knocked something down. Sorry about that. It's okay. So it's about having clarity and spirituality and clear-headedness. Whatever you've been boggled with at this point, it's like you're being ambitious and you're being driven and you have clarity, and perhaps it's because you released something. I definitely do feel it's like you got to forgive yourself for any kind of past wrongdoings that you've done to yourself, that others have done to you, really giving you stability, which leads you into some kind of clarity and higher consciousness, really tapping into your intuition and your emotion. So in November, which is your 11th house, this is about affairs and friendships and just happiness and growth. So you got a 10, which is beautiful because you're completing a cycle and you're starting something new that's harmony. This is allowing friendships and love to come in for you. And I definitely do feel that in May, you're trying to somehow, manifest this love. So maybe it's going to come to you by the end of the year where you're getting that harmonized relationship. Because I definitely feel you're doing things different. I feel that you've completed a cycle where it just wasn't growing for you. And now it's time to start something new that brings you harmony and peace within yourself and others. It's a definitely new beginning for you. And so in December, this is your 12th house. And this is talking about things that could stop you, blockages, things that are unnecessary. So blind spots, things that you don't see. So you got the master. And this is telling me you're following your intuition. You're able to put a handle on things that you might have had confusion for. And now you're tapping into your inner guidance to give you guidance to go forward. So this is a completion. This is definitely starting over. This is mastering your own mind. Where remember at the very beginning of the year, you had the feeling of you're not good enough or you can't accomplish things. So throughout the year, you're going to become more balanced and have more truth. See, this is you opening up your chakras and working with your chakras and opening up to spirituality and mastering it, which is beautiful. You've done full circle 180. Beautiful, guys. And remember, whatever obstacles you go through this year, it's like you're where you're supposed to be, and things are ripening for you. Whatever you've been manifesting, they're getting ready to pluck, okay, and get a return for whatever you've been trying to grow. So with love and romance, your overall energies, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership, okay? So if you need to work on something, that's really voicing your opinions and not holding back, not being scared to really voice what you want out of a relationship, okay? If you're trying to work on something. And then it says forgiving and learning. And this is by releasing past hurt that have happened to you, failed marriages, failed relationships, forgiving yourself, giving yourself a chance to perhaps receive love again, okay? Loving yourself. I do feel like something's coming in for you in the form of that if you've healed, you're now ready to receive. And that means you're willing to give because you've healed something, okay? And we do see that maybe you're holding back on something that was emotional for you, but perhaps maybe now you've done some healing and you're ready to start fresh again, okay? So then February is telling you let go of controlling issues, and that's that mindset. Definitely, this is your mindset. This is where you're trying to control things. So you gotta really. This is where your February and your March are blending into each other, where they're telling you take a simpler look at things and let go of your mental thing, your the way you think, to let go of things, okay? If that makes sense. It's like you're holding yourself back. So for March, it's telling you playfulness, be playful, be happy, learn how to be happy again. This is definitely a card of sharing and learning and just being more balanced. So by you being simpler with things, it takes you back to a youthful state where you can be more flirty and more receptive to love and for others to come in for you, where you attract better relationships for yourself, okay? And that's by having a mental change about yourself, letting go of control issues, okay? So in April, there is a cycle that is completing with this completion and slowing down. So now it's safe for you to love. I feel that whatever you've been struggling with in the past, as far as relationships, it's safe for you now. You've healed from it. You've let go of stuff. You completed cycles that perhaps maybe you were holding on to that weren't allowing you to grow in love. And now it is safe, which is taking you to more of a balanced kind of state of mind, okay? That's absolutely beautiful. So then in May, and this is where you're manifesting this love, I feel like you're trying to manifest. What is, yes, having heart-to-heart conversations, being open and true and vulnerable and listening to others, giving yourself a chance to perhaps bond with someone, not being so scared and back and forth with someone. You could definitely feel that maybe you've pulled back from people before and lost people because of it, not allowing yourself to be emotional and abundant. So this is where this change is happening for you this year, where you're manifesting a better love and giving yourself a chance to maybe find that love, okay? And then so July, this is about your partnerships. Definitely look at getting to know each other. So this is revealing your innermost feelings with people, which will give you a new beginning and giving yourself a chance, not really going back and forth. I feel like you guys can go back and forth, you know, being hot and heavy one day and then the next cold, because you don't know how to deal with your emotions. But I feel like this is a year for you to get balanced. That's what that 2020 is, facing your dualities, seeing yourself for the truth. And this is what's giving you a new beginning in a partnership, okay? And then, so then July, this is about trust. So let's see, true love. So see, you have true love coming in, guys. And trust that there's true love there for you. It's being guided to you. You have a new beginning here. Perhaps this is having children, having a family. Perhaps this is your best friend that you're meeting. This is definitely something that is, you have to have trust in and be willing to be receptive to allow it and to give it to others. So this could definitely be a new beginning for you. Maybe this is you having babies, you planning your family for the future. Okay, but I definitely feel there's a soulmate connection here with the true love and having a new beginning and really trusting. And so then in, let's see, June, July, so August, this is about passion, and this is about having an abundance of passion. So by you really trusting in love, you're being passionate and you're being driven and you're allowing to share these kind of feelings with others, which is bringing you to a sense of abundance, and just like everything's happening and blossoming and giving you a chance of a new beginning, okay, with passion, giving yourself a chance, definitely. So then in September, making the effort, and this is where you really have to change yourself and really voice things. Forgive yourself in order so that you can make an effort to have a new love or a new beginning. Something like this. It says, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And so Spirit is guiding you to let go of any kind of hard things that have happened. Perhaps letting go of false relationships so that you can get that new relationship, and really being at peace with things that didn't work out for you, giving yourself a sense of stability, okay? And that's spiritual change for you, which is going to allow you to shift into this. So then in October, this is about clarity and really paying attention to the red flags, which is beautiful because you got it. Maybe something's being revealed to you. These are spirit signs that are sending you as far as you to pay attention to things that they're giving you. Maybe you're having some kind of clarity or something open up for you. With this Ace of Swords, it's definitely having clarity and truth and being connected to spirit with whatever they're trying to guide you to. Okay, let's see, what is that? Pay attention to the flags. I'm just curious. What is the pay attention to the red flags in October for Pisces? So this is a breakthrough. You have a breakthrough. Maybe you're holding back and now you're participating. So now maybe you're not going back and forth on that energy that I feel, where you're on one day, you're cold one day, you're hot, you're cold. You're participating now. You see things clearly. And perhaps this is you fighting back yourself. Definitely becoming your true self, okay? Which leads you into harmony and peace in November. And this is loving yourself. Definitely. Loving yourself first, which allows you to love others. This is a cycle, a new cycle for you. This is bringing harmony and happiness in yourself. Really releasing yourself. Maybe looking for something more substantial as far as relationships. Not so much just playing the field, but really letting, trying to like let something in that's substantial, I feel, okay? Really having love for yourself, which allows you to perhaps start a new love for yourself. And giving a chance to others to really get to know you in relationships. Okay, so then in December, it's like these are things that could be hit or miss and unnecessary. It says, okay, so you mastered something, and this is chemistry. So there's something strong and an attraction for you as far as with a person that you meet. And it's because there's chemistry there, because it's a past life relationship. This means that you might have had somebody that you've run into this year, this 2020, and it's like you meet them and you just got this soul kind of connection with them. You have to trust it because it's telling you it's maybe something that you didn't get to finish in a past life as far as a cycle, but in this life you're still very much drawn to this person because there's a great chemistry. Maybe that chemistry pulled you together and you get scared of it, but you definitely have the power to master it, because it's definitely where you are in line with your emotion and your spiritual guidance. So maybe you're ready to let this kind of chemistry in for you. Okay, so there you go. I do hope this helps you in some shape or form for you, and thank you so much for your time. Have a great year. Thank you.